Emotional spending, also known as retail therapy, refers to the act of making purchases primarily for the purpose of managing or alleviating emotional distress, stress, or negative emotions. It's a behavior where individuals use shopping as a coping mechanism to temporarily feel better or to fill an emotional void. Emotional spending is often driven by the desire to experience pleasure, comfort, or a sense of control in response to emotional challenges such as sadness, loneliness, boredom, or anxiety. And that's what we'll be talking about in this video. Most people don't even know they have a problem, so this is an opportunity for you to analyze your money habits and see if you've actually got a problem. Let's now look at the common characteristics of people with emotional spending habits. People may make unplanned purchases without careful consideration of their budget or whether the item is truly necessary. After the emotional high of making a purchase wears off, individuals may experience guilt, remorse, or regret over their spending decisions. Emotional spenders seek immediate relief from their emotional distress by acquiring something new or indulging in a pleasurable experience. Emotional spending can lead to financial problems if it becomes habitual or excessive behavior, resulting in debt or financial stress. While emotional spending may provide temporary relief from negative emotions, it does not address the underlying issues causing those emotions. Now that we know how to identify if you've got a problem, here are some of the tips to manage emotional spending that you could use. Tip number 1. Identify triggers. Recognize the emotional triggers that lead to impulsive spending and develop strategies to address those emotions in healthier ways. Once you know your triggers, you can now avoid them effectively. Tip number 2. Create a budget. Establish and stick to a budget to help control spending and ensure financial stability. This will act as a guideline, and you'll also know exactly where your money goes. I know sticking to a budget can be hard, but you've got to try. It is a key step to financial freedom. Tip number 3. Practice mindfulness. Be mindful of your emotional state and practice techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or exercise to manage stress and negative emotions without resorting to spending. Tip number 4. Delay gratification. If you feel the urge to make an emotional purchase, wait a designated period, e.g., 24 hours, before making the decision. This delay can help you reconsider whether the purchase is truly necessary. Tip number 5. Seek support. If emotional spending becomes a persistent problem, consider seeking support from a therapist, counselor, or support group to address the underlying emotional issues. A problem shared is a problem half solved, so find people you can trust and people you can confide in. Ultimately, understanding the reasons behind emotional spending and developing healthier coping mechanisms can lead to better emotional well-being and financial stability. Bad money spending habits can have a wide range of disadvantages that can impact various aspects of your life. Here are some common disadvantages of poor spending habits. Problem number 1, we have financial stress. One of the most significant disadvantages of bad spending habits is financial stress. Overspending, living beyond your means, or accumulating debt can lead to constant worry about money, making it difficult to enjoy life and meet financial goals. Number 2. Debt accumulation. Poor spending habits often result in accumulating high-interest debt, such as credit card debt or personal loans. The interest payments on this debt can be a significant financial burden and make it challenging to get ahead financially. Number 3. Limited savings. Insufficient savings can leave you vulnerable to unexpected expenses, emergencies, or job loss. Without a financial safety net, you may have to rely on credit or loans to cover these costs. Number 4. Impaired financial goals. Bad spending habits can hinder your ability to achieve important financial goals, such as saving for retirement, buying a home, or funding your children's education. Money spent on unnecessary purchases could have been invested or saved for these goals. Problem number 5. Lower credit score. Frequent late payments or high credit card balances resulting from bad spending habits can negatively impact your credit score. A low credit score can make it more challenging to secure loans, rental housing, or favorable interest rates. Problem number 6. Strained relationships. Money conflicts are a leading cause of stress in relationships. Bad spending habits can lead to arguments, resentment, and strain on personal relationships, both within families and among friends and partners. Problem number 7. Missed investment opportunities. Money spent on unnecessary purchases or frivolous expenses could have been invested to grow your wealth over time. Poor spending habits can result in missed opportunities for financial growth. If you're always spending, you won't have money to save or put your money to work. Poor people work for money while rich people make their money work for them. Number 8. Reduced quality of life. In the long run, bad spending habits can limit your ability to enjoy life to the fullest. You may miss out on experiences, travel, or activities that require financial stability and planning. Number 9. Health consequences. The stress and anxiety caused by financial problems can have negative effects on your physical and mental health. It can lead to sleep disturbances, depression, and other health issues. Number 10. Future retirement challenges. Inadequate retirement savings due to poor spending habits can result in a lower quality of life in retirement or the need to work longer than desired. To overcome these disadvantages, it's essential to develop good money management skills, create a budget, prioritize savings, and curb impulsive spending. Seeking the guidance of a financial advisor or counselor can also be beneficial in addressing and rectifying bad spending habits. Remember, instead of spending money you don't have on things you don't need, it's better to save that money for a rainy day and develop an investment portfolio. It's better to use that money to buy up assets that will make you more money in the long run instead of buying liabilities. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you find this video helpful. And if you have any questions or suggestions, also leave them in the comments section below and tell me what video you'd like to see me do next. I'd love to hear from you. Goodbye.